Good evening. It's dinner time.
Dinner time.
JC boy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some Max H?
I hope you're ready,
Monster
baby.
bites?
Monster bites.
Out out.
Shout out to ya.
Or how about some Carlos M? Big bite choke scare of the night.
Yes. Like
Earth days. Boom time.
all that stuff.
I like that.
Boom.
It is a good fall. I'm just showing him how to take a gun from a suspect. Don't move. Put down.
Good evening. It's dinner time. This video is from my favorite YouTuber, Jace. Today I'm going to give a shout out to old J-Rod because he asked me to. He said, "You need to give me a shout out on your next video." I was like, "Well, that's not really how it works, bud." But then he began to explain that we need to get some more boom time on here, and I definitely agree with that. So thank you very much. Boom. I didn't see any boom time, and I didn't see any birthdays today, but if it is your birthday, I hope you're having a great one. Boom. There was one pretty big loss in the world today. Joey Jordanson, former drummer of Slipknot, 46 years old. Hurts. So what we got here tonight is another reason for me to have some garlic bread, mostly. Um, it's Skyline chili, the two-way, which is the chili and the spaghetti noodles. I went with the three-way because I put my own cheese on there. I was kind of surprised there was no cheese in the equation in the box anyway, but I guess that wouldn't cook right, so we got that here. I also put some French onions, the crispy onions on top. I've kind of been digging those lately. Carlos M. Sprinkle those in your ramen. It's pretty nice, actually. Garlic bread, and while I was thinking of saying the word dip, I was like, man, some ranch dressing wouldn't go bad with these garlic bread, but that's going to have to do with what we got here. And strawberry lemonade for sip. It might be raspberry lemonade. I didn't really look at the carton when I made it. Either way, it's some sort of fruity lemonade.
My body is a temple. It just happens to be made of cheeseburgers. I'm sure by now you figured out what time it is. It's dinner time.
Yeah.
Check out this new episode, baby.
So once again, my apartment smells of pure garlic, which I love. But there's also the smell coming off the spaghetti or the chili getty. It's kind of giving off a clove smell, pretty strong. Which it's not as pungent to taste as it is to the nose, I guess. But it's actually, surprisingly mild. I still think my way of making spaghetti with chili on top is a little better. I don't know, they cut their noodles, man. What's that? Ugh. They did not give the impression of cut noodles on the box anyway. Still, the sauce is pretty good. Tons of cheese on there, which is perfect. And then onions give it a little crunch. Boom. Mm.
Good evening. It's dinner time.
Yeah. Already doing the trick. I did have an after work bowl of ramen today. I don't know. I was playing a video game, and there was some ramen mentioned in there a couple times. 50 bowls of ramen, and I was like, man, I could probably go for some ramen right now. Didn't ruin my appetite for the most part. I know you could probably tell I'm taking it easy on the garlic bread. Because I think it's time for a double dose of last night's Rachel A. reverse segment of the day. We'll get to it shortly. Uh, Work, yeah, hot, but it went and came and gone. And yeah, the game I've been playing, when you type in Google and it usually has like a different picture of like people or whatever, but it's, spelled Google. Right now they have this kind of a Doodle Olympic Games game on there. And I've been playing it for the past 2 or 3 days. I just beat it today. But that was pretty much it. It's time for dinner. I mean, it's dinner time.
I believe in the spices of life. I believe in dessert after every meal. I believe the cheeseburger can be your best friend or your worst enemy. I believe dinner time is the most important bit of the day. Good evening. It's dinner time.
Before I get into the Rachel A. reverse segment of the day, I figured I'd give this bad boy a Jennifer L. YOLO plate licking hootenanny. This is not really plate licking worthy, but got to get that new segment started somehow. I'm just gonna hit this edge here.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I took a little bit of the crust off of both of these guys because the one bite for the Rachel A. reverse segment of the day, there was a lot of chewing, and took a little crust off to maybe cut back on a little bit of that. We'll see. I'm trying to compare this meal with last night's. Definitely a better Rachel A reverse segment of the day, but I think they were equally good for being microwave pastas. A lot of it's because of the extra cheese I put on both of them. Still, definitely did the trick for the evening. Those other two pieces of garlic bread might have to wait for tomorrow. We'll see. That was some good dinner, but dinner time is over. Peace. Fiddlesticks.
现在是万看新人烦恼，我喜欢。
This is Rainbow Cake and I approve this video. Please like and share.
Philosophy is basically this. Don't ever, for any reason, do anything to anyone, for any reason, ever, no matter what, no matter where or who you are with, or where you are going, or where you've been, ever. For any reason whatsoever. Sometimes I'll start a sentence and I don't even know where it's going.